I wasn't just going to follow tradition of society and my family telling me that I need to be married and have kids. I also was pretty married to my career, which I have really established and I feel really proud of. I also was pretty married to my career.
I don't need no man.
A few moments later.
As a single woman who is just beginning to date again, I've never been married, I have no kids. I also struggle with anxiety, so this should be fun. Pretty much just starting this journey, so I'm going to take you along with me.
When you talk about mental health as a woman, keep in mind that if you land at 50 and you're sitting in that house all alone with your cat, and you have no man, and you have no kids, and you have no family, and all you have is that career to try to keep you warm at night, your mental health is going to be suffering big time.
There are multiple studies that show that single, unmarried women are the happiest subset of people in the world.
Stop the cap.
And yet society keeps trying to tell us that, like, we're sad.
And the newest research points out that single women, no kids, are the happiest subset of humans on the goddamn planet.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
And you check out your friends and your family. And they all have people in their lives that will always come before you, as they should. But you have no one.
So I'm at the beach and I see all these families and all these couples and I just look and go, what the hell did I do so wrong in a past life that I can't find that for myself?
It would be cool if someone could end the crushing loneliness for a minute or two.
Seeing my grandparents holding my cousin's kids and how happy they look, and I'm not gonna get to see that, witness that, experience that love.
I'm 38. I feel like I've got through my early 30s without, almost luckily, when I look at what my friends have to deal with their children, I almost feel a little bit blessed. What do you say to that?
Well, I would say that it starts to get pretty lonesome in life after 45 if you don't have a family.
Now we will dive deep on those videos so we can have a better understanding of today's content.
So as someone who is over 40 and dating, has never been married and have no kids, I dread people asking me the question like, why haven't you been married? Why don't you have kids? And for so long, I would feel so judged by that. And I mean, I kind of still do, but I don't take it personally. Here's why. I used a lot of my 20s and 30s as a way to reflect on who I am and figuring out really what I want in life. I wasn't just going to follow tradition of society and my family telling me that I need to be married and have kids. I also was pretty married to my career, which I have really established and I feel really proud of. I also was pretty married to my career.
I don't need no man.
So when someone that I go out with asks me, why are you single? Or why haven't you been married or have kids? I respond by saying that I didn't want to do something just to do it.
A few moments later.
As a single woman who is just beginning to date again, I've never been married, I have no kids. I also struggle with anxiety, so this should be fun. Pretty much just starting this journey, so I'm going to take you along with me. Joined Bumble a month or two ago, and I've had my first video date tonight. But I've been trying to be intentional with my messaging on Bumble also, and really being clear about what it is I'm looking for and what I want. So,
But wait, there's more.
Okay, so I have a date tonight in real life, IRL, with the guy that actually called me a couple days ago. So I'm gonna start getting ready for that in about an hour or so, and I'll let you guys know how it goes.
A few minutes later.
Another thing that I just remembered about last night's date that was annoying. He kept his phone on the table, and there were actually moments where he would pick up his phone and actually look at it in the middle of me talking. So now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe he wasn't really into it.
Let's check some interesting comment of this video. 40-year-old women purposely put themselves in a position where they are competing with 24-year-olds and have the nerve to wonder why they're taking L's. I believe them, they all look so happy in their TikToks. My wife was 20 and I was 25. 27 years later, we are enjoying the fruits of a lifelong marriage. Better to get married young and grow together than wait until 35 after being used up. There was a Newsweek or Time article back in 2006 that showed that a woman that was 40 years of age had a 2.6% chance of finding a husband. They got exactly what they asked for. They want to move as men? Then they should be told the same things that men are: man up and stay in your lane. If you are over 40 and had anxiety for over 20 years, it shows that you have done nothing to resolve the problem. All the single women over 40 telling young women not to get married in their 20s is just to stop them get what they chose to miss out on. It is spiteful. I'm 40, never married and no kids, now needs a man she never wanted. I lived in SF in my 20s and the 90s. The whole mantra was not to settle down until mid-30s, and only for a rich man. So glad I went with my instincts and settled down and had kids. I'm a strong, independent woman. Now watch me make some TikTok videos for attention as I talk about my train wreck of a life. For the happiest subset of people in the world, there sure are a lot of Coke videos out there featuring angry lamenting their status while saying they're happy and at peace. You know who's happy about being single? People who don't make videos about how they feel being single.